Hello everyone, let's go. So, we'll do a Christmas special kind of work this time. I don't know what I'm going to make, but I'll try my best to make something meaningful for Christmas. This is our blender. Let me turn on screencast keys and press A, X, delete everything. Yes, done. Let's save this file first somewhere. Let's go. Uh, let me just find an example for like Christmas tree first. Okay, I've got few examples that we can recreate. Uh, Let me show you some images, like something like this we can do, or something like this one. Even this is cool, but I would like to make something more realistic, a little bit of realism. This is just too small image. Uh, this looks pretty good, but I don't like the leaf structure or pattern. This looks cool. Okay, this also looks nice. So let's start. I'll add a cone first, or we can start with the base structure of a path. R90 GZ1 or 2 GZ2, and then we'll go to, we can add like a modifier now. As there is a curve to tube modifier, we can use this. We can reduce down the samples to like 4 maybe. No, 4 is too less. Let's go to 8 only. Resample, evaluate caps is okay. Okay, we are in edit mode, so I'll scale it down. Press O first, proportional editing on, and scale it with mouse wheel. I can like increase the influence size. I can like probably make it a bit uneven, like not straight exactly, a bit twisted. I guess this is too much. I can, yes, this might be fine. I can increase the size from the bottom. Alt S, not just S. Alt S is the command for curves. I guess this will do. This will work. Let's create the base. Let's go to cone. I'll add. Okay, we cannot add Okay, let's just delete this. Okay, no, I'll delete this code and like object node first, and then we'll add a circle maybe. GZ, move it up, extrude it on Z, scale. Okay, turn off proportional editing and scale it. And let's do one thing, we'll add another modifier to it. We can go with the new array modifier. I'll move this up on Z axis, and we can add few more like this. Okay, we can scale it down to 0.25. Okay, this doesn't work well. 0.8, 0.8. I can reduce it to something like this. Cool, not bad. Let's add loops, and let's select this edge loop on the bottom side first, and then we'll remove some of, like I unselect some of the edges. Come to front view, extrude it on Z, scale it. This is too much, maybe this much is fine. Then I'll go up here and turn it to like individual origins so that I can scale it down to something like this. Then we'll reduce the size over here to something like this, and we can do randomize on, and we'll do rotation on Z so that there is random rotation for each piece basically. And we can like add few more loops, and we can now select this one, turn on proportional editing, scale it down. This looks fine. Let me just select the edges which don't have like this extra, what you call, what I can call this, I don't know, like the one which we unselected. I'll select only those edges by pressing shift. I'll extrude these on Z first, and turn off proportional editing, go to median point, scale it up a little to something like this, go back, individual origins to this. So we have got our cool simple. Can I just randomize the offset on X maybe? Okay, not on X. Y, no. I might have to do that manually only. I'll turn on auto shade smooth. Let's go to render view. Okay, I can't see anything in render view. I don't know why. Okay, now I can. It was loading basically. I didn't realize that. Oh, what's next? Let's add in sunlight maybe. Where are the lights? Lights, lights, light, sunlight. Move it up. Give it some sort of direction. Come to front. Okay, another side maybe. Yes, come to front view by pressing numpad 1, and now let's add some sort of materials. I'll add a new material. I don't know why it's taking so much of time. It shouldn't be, but it is. Let's turn it green, a bit on darker side. I'll use this and add it like a dark brown color. So we have our cute little Christmas tree ready. Or I can, like, we can work more obviously, but for now I feel that this is good enough. I'll select these as well and scale them down. Okay. I'll unselect that one. Yes, scale them down so they are more pointed basically. Cool enough. Save it. Saving is very important. Let's add a ribbon all around our tree. Let me just open that example that I was looking at. Uh, do we have any ribbon like this one? Okay. Yes. Or before that, I'll just apply the modifier and go to edit mode. By pressing L, I'll select this one, move it down. Then again by pressing L, I'll move this one down. By pressing L, I'll cheese it, move it down. I'll select, or I can do one thing. I can separate this selection first and go to edit mode. Turn on proportional editing, scale this one. Okay. I'll change the influence to maybe sharp. Okay, no, sharp doesn't work. To what, like how I want to, turn it, it doesn't work that way. Sphere. Or I can do one thing, I can go to transparent view and select these edges. Okay, I am on individual origin, that's why it wasn't working. I'll go to sharp again and scale this up to something like this. I'll duplicate it, move it on Z, and go to edit mode. Once again, yes, this is it. edit mode A, shift D Z, RZ, okay, not RZ, RZ with proportion rating off. Scale this down, shift D Z, RZ, scale it down a little more. Go to this one, it's my birthday today. Let me just say thanks to my uncle. What's up? Sorry for that. Let me just pause for a moment. I might have to talk with my uncle. Hello. Thank you, Chacho. Mm, sorry. Let's go again. Uh, I had to talk to him. Let's see. This looks much better, but there is still a gap over here which I need to overcome. So I'll select this one, move it down a little more, scale it up And same for this one. Now it looks much better. Cool. So we have a good looking Christmas tree, quite simple and pretty much like a cartoon, obviously, but still believable at least. Let's make some ribbon first, and then we'll add some elements like stars, and I don't know what they are called. Let me just find out because I'm an Indian and I don't know shit about it, but yeah. Uh, so Christmas ornaments basically. Google is saying they are called ornaments, Christmas tree ornaments, okay, for decoration. So let me just search for some at least so that, okay, some simpler ones. Mostly they are in balls and kind of stuff, some bulb kind of thing with different colors, no issues. Uh, let's start by like we'll add a spiral. Okay, for spiral you need to do one thing, go to edit preferences and extra curve objects and mesh objects, you need to turn these on in add-on section. If you don't have these like in your blender 5.0, then you need to go to get extension and find them here, search them here, and then install it in to your blender and then turn them on. And now we can like press shift A again and go to curves and spiral. And I don't know shit about these four, but yeah, let's start with this one. Curve, spiral, radius curve. Okay, this is like, okay, this is nice. Radius. I want it in opposite side basically. Like, okay, this is fine. I can increase the growth over here. Can I scale it down a bit? Yes. Something like this. I can reduce the turns to something like this. I feel that there should be some option to like uh, scale them down from the upper side and like or the bottom, but radius growth. Okay, this is cool. This looks perfect to me. And we'll move this up. Okay, we can add like two more and then move it up. Somewhat like this. And we'll add a 2D curve. Okay, no. What just happened? I don't know. I thought I can add a curve profile to it. Let's go to geometry nodes, new, shift A, CTM curve to mesh, and CL curve line. Let's add it to profile. Um, I want to actually scale it differently. How can we do that? Okay, so this doesn't work. uh, I want a line only. I don't want like a tube around it. I want a plain line basically on z-axis, but z-axis is acting way weirder. Let me check for directions. I turn 0, I turn it 0. Let's try y. I don't know what's the problem with y. Okay, 0. This looks seriously weird. Let's go back to point start. Okay, I can do one thing. I can just turn this down a bit to something like this. Yes, I can delete a little bit over here, like few points, X vertices. We'll keep it something like this. And we can scale. Some manual adjustments basically. And turn this, like give it a material like some golden color, maybe a metallic one. And turn down the roughness a little. Change the color to a bit more brighter yellow. Should look like a gold instead of like a copper maybe. Okay, and first I'll go to modifiers and apply this. Can we apply it? Apply, no. I can convert this to mesh. Curve to mesh, yes, applied. So we have this. I think we can pull off a small trick by selecting few of the edge loops on few corners in transparent view. Okay, some random patterns basically that I have selected. We can do one thing like go to our data properties, add a vertex group, assign it, assign this to the group, and then we can go to physics, cloth, uh, we'll turn on internal spring maybe, no, or shape, data, pressure, no. Okay, pin group. In shape, we'll add that group that we have like assigned over here. And let's try. Okay, so we get something like this, which feels a bit weirder. Let's go back to our timeline and we'll do it once more, but I'll add few more, like go to front view and few more loops, assign, basically I'll assign few more loops. I guess this much might do. Let's go back to data properties, assign it, and let's play it again. Okay, much better. I'll do one thing now. I'll come back to like our edit mode and select theme somewhere here maybe, and I might have to do some manual adjustments basically. Again, press O, proportional editing on, and scale them down. Just a try. I should have basically like done a duplicate mesh of that curve first, and then I should have like I should have made a duplicate copy of that curve instead of like directly converting it to mesh, so that if I screw up I could have like a backup file. But as I have not done that, so I might have to like adjust things manually and work things out. And select the outer edge loop and move this down on Z. I'll turn off proportional editing and move them down so that they are more visible. Yes, nice. We can do one thing. I'll save the file. I'll turn this into like the bottom panel into like the shader editor. Move it up. I'll add a color ramp and then I'll add wave texture. Yes, this looks nice. I'll just do something like this. Change the white color to like again a yellow and change the black to maybe red, and then I'll press Ctrl T. My node wrangler is on, so now I can just rotate the pattern maybe. Okay, we need to like I'll change it from generated to object. This will not work fine. Yes, there are issues, so we might need to convert this like we might have to do UV unwrap first. I'll select all the outer edges, mark seam U, oh sorry, A, U, unwrap angle base. Let's check what we have got in UV editor. Oh, seriously bad. but we have an add-on called Zen UV. We'll codify it. We can do one thing. I'll press Control Spacebar and like select an edge. Okay, so you should like turn on this Zen Sync and select few of the edges at some distances that are at the center. I'm doing this like random selections basically. You can do it even like you can do according to what you like. I don't mind that because it's not that important. I'll press Control Spacebar, come back over here, press right click, mark seam again, press A, U, unwrap angle base, go back to UV editor. We have got some shit like this. Okay, yes. Now we can codify it again and go. We can like, is there an option to over here if we have any option? Unpack, pack, star, star wall. Okay, so let's just UV. We will go to this option called UV and pack island. Where is pack islands? Pack island. Seriously bad pack island. Uh, that shape, any scale. Oh, I don't know why, but it's kind of rotating it. Okay, bounding box. So maybe I can increase the distance between them a bit. Like they are too close to each other. That island again. I'll increase the margin size to 0.2. Pack. This looks fine to me. We'll come out of edit mode. Changed our shader to like from object to UVs now, and increase the size. We need to change the direction, so we'll rotate it on Z axis, and we can increase the scale size. First of all, I'll join it to left. I don't need UV editor now. I'll scale it to 20 maybe, so that there are more red lines basically all around. Yes, this looks much better than before, and the textures are even. Sorry, my bad. Um, at some places like this, it doesn't look quite nice, but I know when it will be at a distance, it might look good, so no issues with that at all. Mm, I can do one thing. I can bring red a bit closer to the yellow so that there is no blur. It's more like yellow and red, because if I take this far, oh sorry, so there is some sort of blurriness that I don't need. So this looks fine. We can add another color to it maybe. We can add a green color as well if it makes any sense. No, it doesn't. Or we'll change the green color to yellow maybe again, so that we have some sort of pattern over here. And change this as well to some yellowish color. Yes. Let's go. Let's try a blue color maybe. If blue makes something even better, yes. This looks much better. I can add another red for the adjustment on both the sides so that it's not much blurred. So this looks even better and beautiful. We can like decrease the size of this blue maybe to somewhat like this. Nice. Now we'll start making some ornaments. Shift A, save the file first. Let's move these into a new collection called Christmas Tree Create. Yes, and I'll do one thing that okay. So I've selected only the tree, not the this frill around the tree, and we'll actually okay. So I'll make a new collection called frill maybe. I don't know what it is called, or a ribbon. We'll call it ribbon instead. Okay, and I'll move the sunlight into the main collection. I'll delete this extra circle. We don't need that. These three are enough. So I can convert this as well into what you call a mesh. No issues with that. So let's do that. Convert to mesh, and we might have to do some UV unwrapping maybe. Let's check how the UVs look for this object. Seriously bad. We need to work on them. Oh, right click, mark scene. I'll select one loop like this, and these mark scene again. Yes, press A, U unwrap by angle, and then I'll select this one. Go to face selection mode. Press N and UV editor, then UV codify it again. Yes, much better. Save this file again, and now what we can do is place shift A collection instance and Christmas tree. So now we have like uh, extra Christmas trees basically. We can increase or decrease the scale of them, and these are like instances and not like what you call a main mesh. So they if the main mesh basically is of 3788 tries, the scene still remains at that point only. If I like hide the ribbon, I even if see look at here, like there are 3788 tries. Even if I duplicate more and more of these now, as these are collections, instances, sorry, not collection, collection instances. So still the count is same 3788, which is pretty cool because we might need more of these in the background. So nice, we are doing a good job maybe. If I don't know if you like it or not, but I think we are doing great job. Let's move on to like creating some ornaments now. We'll create a new collection called ornaments create. Shift A. Okay, so the okay, no, I'll put this back into collection and select the ornaments collection over here in our outline properties, or whatever it is called. This is an outliner, so I outliner panel basically. So let's hide the Christmas tree for now, and even the ribbon. Let's add a cube maybe. Let's do it with cube. Let's add a modifier subdivision surface, and mm, as these are going to be pretty small, so I think this might work, so no issues with that. uh, I'll apply the modifier and select these, press I, extrude, select these, press I, faces basically. I'm selecting few faces on back and forth side, I don't know, front and back basically. And now I'll press bridge faces, right click in bridge faces, so we have got a hole. Sorry, my bad. Let's give this ornament a material, or we can do one thing. We have added a material over here, but what I'm going to do is we'll add a random colors to it, so that we have different colors all around. So that will be like even better. And I'm going to do one more thing, which is like, if I GX move it for a moment and turn on my Christmas tree, if I'll join these two together basically first, Control J, so that there are only two uh, what you call objects in this Christmas tree. Select Christmas tree, add a underscore over here so that it's easier to read, and a capital T as well. Save it. We'll go to shade editor, add object info node, object info. In object info, you can see we have a option called random. So we'll add a color ramp, connect the random to the factor and color to the base color, and let's just give it a red color, a yellow color, and let's get a blue or a purple color. Let's add one more. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, now we'll give it a metallicness to something like this. Roughness is okay, a little bit down, basically around 0.35 maybe. And now let's uh, we can call it ornament underscore one. And now if I go to collection instance and click on ornament one, why can't, okay, so it's over here, but it's not changing color. Okay, it's changing, that's good. See, if I duplicate it again and again, the colors are changing, right? Cool, but the only issue right now is that this object is not at the center, and collection instances are not aligned perfectly. So I press shift S and move it to selection to cursor, so that it's at the center or the world origin basically. And then in edit mode, I'll move this like GZ2. Okay, so first of all, I'll select by pressing A, I'll select all. GZ2 minus, okay, that's too much. GZ1 minus, this will work fine. I can move this a bit up to somewhat like this. This is much better. And now I can even scale it down in edit mode. Okay, seriously that. Let's move it to like scale it on 3D cursor instead. This size would be fine. Okay, let's this might be a bit tricky. I'll go to edge select mode and select all these edges, and these edges. Oh, sorry, my bad. Join left, join left, and let's start adding it to a vertex group, assign. Then I'll press L, hide it. Then I'll select all of these edges, assign, press L, hide, and I'll do the same for all these objects, assign, and press L again, hide it, assign, L, hide it, assign, L, H, assign, L, H, assign, L, H, and assign few more, and Alt H to bring back everything again. Let's see. Okay, so you can see all these we can select at once. Now I'll add a particle system hairs. I'll turn them to like 100 maybe. Sorry, I don't even have water right now. I might have to get water for me. I'll take a 5 minutes break in between, but let's just complete this thing first. We'll go to render and select collection. Under collection, we'll select ornament 1. Sorry. You can see we have got our ornaments already assigned to this Christmas tree. Let me just drink some water because like I'm feeling very thirsty, and this is my new water bottle. Much bigger than before. So I'll maybe turn on object rotation, object scale, pick random, no, whole collection, global coordinates, nothing works. I might have to go to advanced rotation. Instead of velocity here we'll use normals. Yes, not normals work better. We can increase the scale and increase the scale randomness so that some are bigger than the others. Some of these like on this panel maybe some things are a bit incorrect, obviously. If I You can play around with randomization of rotation and increase the size numbers, basically 150. No, we need to reduce it. 100 is fine. uh, Source faces, no, vertices. Faces was working better. Let's turn on the ribbon as well. mm, Looks decent but not that great. We might need to add a subdivision surface maybe to this to make it a bit smoother. Yes, this looks better, but I'm not satisfied with like the placements of these. As you can see, this one is like, this one ornament is not placed on the vertex group that we have made, so looks seriously bad. Let's go to density. Okay, in children, no. Viewport display, no. Vertex group. In density, I'll add this group so that it's assigned to the right uh, edges, basically. Now I'll go to faces and try vertices. Yes, looks better. And I'll increase the number to 150. Much better. Or we'll reduce it, basically. We'll do a 75 for right now. Or let's do 150 back again. I'll add another ornament to this collection because we are using a collection. So let's make a star now. Let's hide the tree and the ribbon as well. Save it, and I'll hide this first ornament, and I'll select the ornament collection. Okay, I'll hide only, okay, I'll call it sphere ornament. Let's go to mesh. Is there a star? Star gear is there. Can we make a star? Or like curves? Is there a option called, yes, there is an option called star. Yes, this looks seriously good to me. No issues with that. Uh, let's press okay. So we need to convert this into a mesh first. Oh, this looks seriously bad. Let's delete A. Okay, no. What can I do? I just need the outside boundary and nothing else. So I'll select these edges first. Control I. X edges. Yes, done. A E S. Good. G Z. I have a add-on called box cutter, by because of which I can just quickly do a symmetry. You can buy this, obviously, if you want to. Seriously, a very good add-on. And now I can like simply bridge edge loop and add a loop over here and scale it down, and done. We have a star, good looking star basically. I'll select this word and I'll press Ctrl B. I'll bevel it on vertices only, and I'll scale the width to something like this maybe. Yes. Okay, this looks fine. And segments, can I increase? Should I? Let's not increase the segment, let's keep it as is. I'll press I, extrude. I'll select, I'll go to face selection mode, press I and press Alt X and symmetrize it, and then I'll select these two faces and the bottom two faces and press bridge edge loops, bridge faces basically. So I've got something like this, and I can do like, I'll press A, select all, scale it down, come to front view, RX90, RX180, okay, GZ, sorry, GZ1 minus, no, GZ, and move it manually to somewhere like this, and okay, I'll select, I'll turn on the sphere. So I'll select the star first, then the sphere, press Ctrl L, link materials, and let's hide it for a bit and turn on our ribbon and Christmas tree. So we have some stars as well all around. Looks decent. Yes. A bit of variation basically. And let's go to the particle system. I'll reduce the scale randomness, and in rotation also I'll reduce the phase to 0 so that it's not like up in any sense basically. Even okay. Okay, so I need to like turn off randomize phase. I'll give a little bit of like a very minute 0.01 maybe phase randomness, and that's okay I guess. Can I do it on Z axis? Sorry, Z, global Z, and reduce the randomness. Okay, so it looks somewhat like this. No, Y. Y is beautiful. Now I need to just randomize it a bit. 0.2 will work, and now we can add a bit of phase like this. Can I add a randomize? No, randomize phase is not gonna work. Let's select the star, and okay, I need to maybe turn it on, duplicate it, and I'll make a new collection called ornaments underscore 2 create, and I'll move this up. Okay, first of all I'll go to edit mode, RX180, and come back to object mode, GX a little. Okay, In edit mode, I'll scale it up. Okay. uh, Meridian point, yes. You can rotate it a little as well. Scale it down a bit. So we have our Christmas tree almost ready. Let's save this. Give me like 5 minutes maybe, and we'll start again. Further, like I'll add some scene backdrops, maybe what you call a snowman. We'll add some textures to the tree so that it looks like there is ice on it as well. Let's see how we'll go further, but for now I guess this looks cool to me. uh, so the problem is like we are getting these particle system on this one as well, so I don't want that. So first of all, I'll delete this, select this, duplicate it, and move it in a new collection, tree underscore normal, or normal tree basically, which doesn't have all these things on it. And I'll select the main object on which the particle system is applied, turn it off. And now what we can do is I can create a collection instance which is of a tree normal, so that there are no ornaments on it. Save it, and we can move this. Okay, we can select all these three and move it to a collection called normal tree. Naming is such a pain in the ass sometimes, like I just don't like it at all. Okay, so there was an issue. We need to move these into that collection, yeah. So make sure that this collection has another collection called tree normal. Normal tree has a collection called tree normal, and this is the collection instance basically. So give me like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, and I'll be back. 5 minutes, 5 minutes max. Let me just add it. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. Done. Let me turn off my mic, camera. Let's scale it. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry for that. Mm, that wasn't supposed to happen, but somehow I turned on some stupid image in between. This is a Christmas thing and not like the project I was doing earlier, but somehow in my Streamlabs that image was already there and I accidentally turned it on instead of turning off the text. So sorry for that. Let's go to like what can we do now? Let's add a plane. Okay. So I'll move the plane into a new collection called ground. Create. Scale it in edit mode to somewhere somewhat like this, and we'll add mm, we can add a decimate modifier, displace modifier, sorry, not decimate, displace. We'll add a texture called clouds, and we need to subdivide this as well. I'll make it 10 or maybe 100 would do. So it's somewhat like this, which is seriously bad. We'll turn the scale down to somewhere 0.145 at least, and then I'll change it to shade or to smooth and go to sculpt mode, press G, F, add a background. This will do. Yes, nice. I can make some tips like this as well, or we can use draw brush, draw draw brush. This one is the draw brush. I'll press control and change the okay. Change the strength. I can scale the brush down so that okay, this looks fine. I'll add a camera now. Camera. There's the camera. I'll press Control Alt 0 and maybe I can move it a bit more back to somewhere here. Okay, again there are two cameras, so I'll move this camera into the main collection outliner where the sun is there. We'll call it camera underscore lights. We might need more lights as well later on. We can quickly go to like Blender Kit, materials, and we can search for snow material. And I don't know why. Okay, so now it works. It's this one looks fine. A fluffy one is what I want. Oh, I might need to turn on my heater because it's too cold right now. Yes, done. The heater is on. Maybe in another 20-30 minutes things will be fine. My hands are like so cold that I cannot like press my mouse or press any keys on my keyboard. Sorry for the sound effect. uh, let's add another plane. Go to edit mode, GY, scale it, subdivide it again 100 maybe. Okay, I didn't add that snow texture, so I guess I'll be using this one. This looks fine. I'll add it to this mesh. I don't think, okay, why is it not adding the material? I have no clue. Will it add it now? Yes, it's trying to. Yes, so there's some sort of snow, but I might have to work on the shaders for this one. I'll scale it up to like 3 maybe, or 0.2 instead of 3, because the size or scale of this land is way bigger, and somehow I just don't like this texture at all. And I think because we are in EV and not in cycle, working correctly. Let's color to more of white than blue. Yes, getting HDR, which I'll say is very important. And we'll go to I and turn on free HDR, not like the paid ones, because I am not gonna buy all. Looks fine. 2048 would do. Yes. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Where are the mountains? Okay. They are on that side. We need to now adjust mountains and stuff. I'll change it to GPU compute so that it works faster and my PC doesn't burn down, like my processor doesn't burn down quickly. Okay, let's go to our world properties and let's what can we do? We can change the position of the sun first. Let's add the sun. Okay, and environment. I can't. Okay, pick sun in viewport. Okay, let's try that. I guess sun is, I don't know where the sun is at all, but maybe behind, like over here maybe. And I'll change the rotation. Okay, where can I change the rotation of uh, strength alpha vector? Okay, over here we can change the rotation. So I'll change the rotation. Somehow I don't like. Can I scale it up? Like, make it even far away, maybe 0.2, nothing happens. 5, no, nothing happens. 1 is okay, no issues with that. Texture isn't scaling. Let's go to world properties. There is some sort of error right now that video, there is not enough video or something. Let me just check. Okay, the video isn't smooth enough, like streaming isn't smooth enough. I need to like maybe check my internet for a moment. Give me few seconds. Okay, I can change. I'll try to change this. uh, this one might do. Let's try this one. I'll add a 4096, like 4K texture instead of 2K. Yes, this looks much better, but this is quite realistic, which I again don't want because we are going for like a what you call a cartoon kind of thing, so we might need to work upon it. We'll go to world, we'll change the strength to 0.1. Okay. Where is our sun? Sun is over here. We'll go to its properties and change it to 3 or 2 maybe. 2 is fine. And let's save it. We can we can do one thing, 0.2 or like 0.5, and reduce the sun back to 1. And I'll go over here again. Sun object is okay. Then texture to sun. Okay. I'll pick the sun in viewport again. It's kind of slow, but I need to wait. My internet is not working correctly, I guess. Uh, I don't know how the sun is not binded correctly. Something, some error basically. Uh, let's just remove these. Add sun. The texture is this one. It's not working now. I don't know why. Okay, so actually the image is not correct. Maybe that's the reason. But still, like, I know that like when I saw it over here, I knew, okay, so it's even on like on this corner basically. You can see the sun is on the corner, so I'll just manually do it because there is no image, correct image. There will be like a black image that appears. So uh, so let's do it manually. Press 0, yes, seems fine. Now we can save the file again, and in this I'll go to sculpt mode, press G and move things even like up to something like this, and make a collection instance of this plane basically. So I'll make a new collection called ground 2. I'll press shift, sorry, M, new collection, okay, new collection ground underscore 2, create, and I'll add another collection, name it G2 quickly. So, and I'll move it into ground 2 and move this plane into G2 instead, and move the ground out. Okay, and even ground underscore main. Okay, now let's go to plane. This is actually kind of huge, which I need to like move it down a bit on all three sides. Yes, this looks fine. I can do a bit more down. Yes, this looks fine. Let's press Shift A and add. What can we add? Like I'll go to collection instance, press G2, GX, RZ. Okay, I'll press Q. Okay, so I have, we can like set origin to the geometry basically by pressing over here, but I have it on like my quick favorites, origin to geometry, so that we can rotate and do stuff quickly. This is like optimization, which is really very important. If you are learning Blender, you need to optimize your scenes well, otherwise working would be really tough. Let's start adding trees, but before adding trees I'll just select this collection instance. Okay, over here normal tree, and under normal tree I'll go to this tree option, which you cannot see right now, but it is there. So I'll go to its texture properties, like object textures, and I'll add another uh, object info node. So there are like random green colors to like the background trees. They are not of like all are not of the same color basically. So I'll add a object info node, add a color ramp, change the colors like maybe a very light green, a very dark green, add few more, maybe darker. This is way too light. I need to like shift it, or and I'll connect it to colors, and now I can like select my main ground, save it, and go to waypaint. This will do, and we'll go to particle systems again, add a new particle system here. There are too many of them. We'll reduce it to like 50 maybe. 50 will do, and we'll choose tree normal obviously. So collection tree normal. Okay. Density, we'll add a group so that they are okay. We need to add rotate advanced rotation so that we can put it on like normal. Okay, normal isn't working correctly. Z or Y? Yes, Y works fine, but there is some sort of issue with the collection somehow, like the main branch is separated from the tree somehow. Let's check why is that happening. Maybe because of different origin placements. I press Ctrl A, Alt transform so that they have right. Why is this happening? I have no clue. Whole collection. Okay, I need to turn on whole collection instead of just the collection. Let's increase the scale, randomize scale. Let's go to viewport and see how thing looks. So we have random colors as well. Should we increase like I guess these many trees are fine. I don't need to add more because they'll like cover up the entire place then, which would not look nice obviously. I'll go to skirt mode and move this down a bit so that there is no hole. Oh, that's too much. A little bit would do. Yes. Let's save it. We should add like a small river path maybe. For that we'll add another plane, shift A, plane, go to edit mode, G, scale, come to top view, rotate it, or like I'll scale it on X first, rotate it, scale it, I'll add more loops, I'll extrude this one on Y, move it up a bit, and I might have to like move this one to a new collection called stream create. Uh, I'll add Let's search stream. Let's see what we get in tech. Okay, so we need to go to materials instead and then search. This one would do, I guess. So let's add a material. Oh, not particle system, material. And we'll add this and we'll add it to stream. Extrude it on Y, go to top view. This will work. Rotate it on Z to something like this. GX. This looks cool. GX. Come to camera view, we need to like move it down a bit. This looks cool. We'll add a what you call a fence maybe around it. Few fence option maybe, yeah. Can I reduce like the strength of my, yes, no, 0.3 will do. Yes, cool. Save it. Saving is very important in Blender. Let's go to geometry nodes now and let's create a fence kind of thing quickly. Shift, okay. I'll add this ribbon to the Christmas tree because they are in, and even these ornaments, so that I can turn all of them at once. And normal tree, I'll just hide it for some time now. And ground main, okay, ground to stream, okay. Let's turn off all these things. Save it, go back to solid viewport. Let's add a curve modifier, Bezier curve basically. Add a new geometry. Okay, it was not on geometry node, it was on shader editor. Cool. Now we can like, I'm trying, like I don't know if it will work or not, but I'm just giving a try, that's all. So let's add resam resample curve node, attribute test on, press Ctrl Shift T, add index. Okay. Let me just make some space so that things can be easily viewed. Uh, let's add instance on points node. Let's add a CC curve circle or How can we make a curved tube? Okay, Shift A, CC, curve circle, CTM, curve to mesh, CL curve line, okay, this is good. I need to reduce the radius. Can we just make it like 4 resolution so that it's kind of squarish or rectangular basically, or whatever you want to call it. Add this to instances. Let's check what we get. We get something like this. We can reduce the radius to maybe 0.1 and height to like -1. We can scale it. Okay, no problem with that. Let's add how can we do mm, I'll press a add a join geometry node, use these duplicate. Okay, so instead of this join geometry node, I'll just simply CTM curve to mesh, CC curve circle, resolution, join geometry, and radius to 0.1 and 4. I'll add a curve tilt node, CT curve tilt. Oh, sorry, C curve. Mm, curve length, curve to tube, curve to mesh, curve segment, curve tangent, curve one point, reverse. What is the node called? Set curve radius. No, there is definitely a node to like rotate this, but I suddenly can't find it. Like I don't remember the name of it. Let's search it in curves. Read curve. Okay, these are read ones. I don't need those. Set curve tilt. Yes, set curve tilt. Okay, so I can just say 45. Yes, and I'll use the same over here. Shift D. No, not here. Curve to mesh, curve circle. It should be placed over here. Okay. Somehow it's not working. Let's do a transform geometry instead. or should I like do some rotation change over here? Yes. So can I like uh, use something else? What can be used? Rotation to vector, align rotation to vector. Okay, this will work fine. I'll add a normal node, add it to vector. Okay, I need to change the direction to Y, and can we transform point? No, shift A, combine transform, and will this work? No, they don't work together. Or like I don't use this and simply one no, sorry. How can I curve tail, like why is curve tail not working? Okay, one second. Spline parameter. Oh, or maybe like I add a transform geometry to this one and rotate it 45. Yes, that works. Sometimes it's kind of painful. Mm, can I reduce this count to like 5 maybe, or 3? 3 would do. I'll just simply turn on fill caps for sure, and I'll add another join geometry node, add a transform geometry node, add it over here, then join geometry, and move this up to 1. No, 1 would do. I just need to like scale it on X maybe 1.3. Yes, I can move it up a bit to like somewhat like this, and I will use this one again and move it to 0.2, so it looks somewhat like this. And now if we so why is it not adding per? Okay, we might need to like split the edges first. So let's do shift A, CTM curve to mesh, shift A, split edges, MTC mesh to curve, and Why are there so many of them? I have no clue. Okay, I got it. We don't need resample curve, I guess, for this mesh. When we converted it into mesh, it had like way too many points, I guess. Let me just check. Shift index. Yes. Can we like delete or reduce points? Maybe. How can we do that? Let's do one thing. Shift a curve. CTM curve to mesh. No. See how separate geometry or delete geometry. Delete geometry. Index modulo math float modulo. I'll change it to 3 selection. Okay, this looks fine. Let's check 2. 2 is way too close. Let's go back to 3 and let's just add it back here. um, Edges. Okay, I need to delete the edges, but still there are too many of them and way too close, obviously. So this might not work. Definitely we need to change something that I don't know about. I might have to do some research. I'll just go back to like mesh. Okay, and let's connect this over here. Okay, this works fine. I'll reduce the resolution. We'll change it back to 4, and just turn off the index and check. But if I use a draw brush, come to top view, I don't know why one point, more than one points are like not aligned correctly. Let's check how can we solve that now. Uh, Sometimes I don't get it, like, what the hell? Like, this is like a simplest thing that should like work correctly, but uh, it just pisses me off a lot. Blender needs to like have something decent. Like these things work so good in like Houdini so easily, but in Blender you need to know 100 and 200 things to just do a simple task like this. So kind of pain in the ass, definitely. I might have to go through some tutorials to do this basic shit, and kind of not happy about it, definitely. Kind of a lot of time wasted trying to do something as simple as this. I don't know why it's not aligning correctly at all. Let's delete these segments. And why is like x vertices x vertices. So we have a Bezier curve. I might have to like take a 2 minutes break. Give me a moment. Sorry, someone was at the door. Oh, sorry, someone was at the door, so I had to go open the gate for him. It's been 2 hours and we haven't done anything as of now. Uh, what the fuck? Sorry for the language, but seriously pissed. It's not aligning correctly as it should be. Shift A. Like the point is over here, then why the hell it is not like adding it correctly? Is there any issue over here? No, no. It just doesn't matches things correctly. Oh, I have scaled this a bit on X. So I'll change it back to 1 and even this one. I guess now it will work correctly. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And I'll just add, okay, I'll add a resample curve row node. Add 3, 5, or 3 is good. And let's see what the result is. Yes, much better. Let's just try extruding X, Y, EX. Each segment should be like getting 3 of these instead of like the total. Okay, I'll take this as a parameter then. I can't waste time. I'll see to it how to like adjust it, but this looks fine to me. uh, I'm not adding any cross panels because it will take another 30-40 minutes of time to like waste, which I don't want to. And now I don't know why it's not filling the gaps. I don't know which gaps it is filling, and what the hell is the issue with this. It's not filling the gaps from the bottom. No, this option isn't working. How stupid it can be. Should I use another circle? Shift D. No, that would be wrong. Come on, man. This is like, this should work, na? Or am I wrong, like completely? I have no clue. I can, like, if someone can help me out with this, like, why a simple curve circle, a transform geometry node, obviously, and curve to mesh, and this is what we have created. It should fill the gaps, which it isn't doing. Over here, is it filling the gaps? Yes, it is filling over here. Okay, 1 second. Now I think it will work. Yes, it's filling the gaps at least. I just need to change the direction from -1, like I'll keep it at 1 or something like this, 1.4 finally. And I'll change the scale back to 1, 1.1 or 2 would do. And we can, no, 0.1 is fine. Let's go. Let's save this. Let's set material. Add a set material node, and we'll add a new material, somewhat like a brown wood material. Name is material 006. We'll add it. Go to rendered view, and we'll turn on things now again, and stream. So I'll go to edit mode. I'll quickly, with curve pen, okay, AX vertices, I need to add more counts, and even like select few points, move them down on Z to place them correctly, and few of them, even if they are like, oh, my bad, we need to add more, somewhat like this, and we need to change height and stuff. uh, Maybe 1 is okay, and make them thin to 0.05, and we'll move this one down, and we need to change the radius to 0.05, and we'll move this one up a little, and this will do. Save it. We'll do some more of these. Go to top view. Let's turn on our, what do you call this, snap tool. Duplicate it, place it over here. We'll start extruding things. This looks nice. We can add like more count to it, maybe like 20. Yes, this looks seriously good to me. Let's go to rendered view once. Okay, much better. Let's add a snowman. Yes. Let's save it. Shift A. Uh, let's add a cube. Add. These are fins. This was fins, and we'll move it into a new collection called fins and create. And forget about it now. Let's go to cube. We'll put it into like snowman. Create. Go to subdivision surface. Add a subdivision surface modifier. Done. Maybe 2 times is good enough. Move it on. Like I'm moving it on X axis for now so that I can work easily. Uh, I need to turn off snapping. GZ. Move it up a little. Then I'll add another one, duplicate it, scale it down, Shift D, Z, scale it down even further. Yes, and we can add a path. Shift S cursor to selected. We'll select that path. Shift S selection to cursor and go to edit mode. GZ it. I'll select these 2 points. GZ it. Scale them down a little to somewhat like this. Come to the side view, move it like in front a little on GY, Shift D, extrude, press L and L, select these two, duplicate it, P selection, and select these 2 points. Let's break the symmetry. Somewhat like this. Save it. Right click, shade auto smooth to all 3 of them. We need to like scale them down, move them back to the ground. Yes, save them, and we'll add. We can add like duplicate this one, Shift D Y, and simply go to edit mode, Control R, and go to transparent view, face select mode, select these faces, delete these faces, select all, scale them down, and come to side view, GY, scale it, GZ, and come to front view again. Oh, sorry, GX, and I'll move the cursor to selected first and Alt X, symmetry, cool, done. These are the eyes. Let's add a nose. Can we add a nose from this object only? Okay, L, P selection, uh, origin to geometry, shift S selection to oh, shift D, P selection, and Q origin to geometry, shift S selection to cursor, GY, yes, GZ, and 3 select this, GY is the caret basically, scale it down, A, GY, GZ, yes, caret is done. Let's go to some buttons kind of thing for the mouth, and let's just save it first, and let's add a cylinder maybe, or a circle. Let's go with circle. Let's go to edit mode, scale it down, RX 90, GY, come to front view, and let's just make some space so that we can work faster. GZ, scale it down to something like this, and okay, in edit mode I'll just press F to fill it. Sorry, my bad. Extrude it, um, insert it, extrude it again. I can X face, and then what I can do is select all these, this edge loop basically, go to face, grid fill, come to front view, it was fine. I just need to change the offset. Yes, the offset is good now. I'll select these points, these 4 points. I'll press Ctrl B, go to vertex selection, yes, then right click, loop tool, circle, and E, extrude, something like a button. Looks kind of fine to me. We can do a much better job obviously, but we'll stick to this one now for now, because I'm in rush now, because it's already been like 2.5 hours working. Edit mode A, oh sorry, A, I'm pressing T somehow by mistake, GY, front view, then we'll add a material, a black material would do, no issues with that. We can do it manually also, and like within a, how should we approach this? Let's try to approach this with like Q origin to geometry first of all, shift S selection to cursor, uh, then I'll be adding a path, scale it down. In edit mode I'll scale it down, Yes. Uh, First of all, I'll just hide this one for now. Then I'll add an array modifier. Okay. Array curve. This is our curve or numpath. Oh, sorry, my bad. I need to add array to this button. We'll choose curve. I need to rotate it, obviously. Yes, this is fine. I'll add more, like 7 maybe. Turn that on and numpath gy. Yes, come to side view, gz, gy. We'll go to edit mode, move these down and move these back as well on gy. Select these two, gy, move it closer to the sphere, gy, gy. Okay, this is the closest we can go, I guess. Or we might have to like a subdivide this gy. Some manual work. Can we just rotate it? Okay, so rotation will not work correctly because it's not aligning to like randomize merge. Is there any like no, like there is no normal kind of option over here, like align to normal or something like that. But still no issues with it. Quite nice. Let's check the material over here. What's the material? So there is no material on this object. How is that possible? This doesn't look like a plain white material. I haven't added any material and this looks way better than this texture basically. Let's anyway add the snow texture. Oh, yes, fine. Let's add snow texture to our snowman. Let's add a carrot color, orange, and some brownish color, brownish blackish color to the eyes. Let's save it. Let's just scale these a little more. Okay, 1 second. I haven't selected the curve. GZ front view. Save it, save it. Saving is very, very important because I don't want to lose the work that I have already done. I might have to first apply the modifier, or like maybe can I scale it down somewhat like this? Yes, this makes more sense, I guess. Oh, why am I not being able to work or move around easily? I have no clue. Hmm. I guess there is some button that I am forgetting a shortcut to uh okay, yes, got it. Full stop on the numpad side is like the shortcut that we can use. First we need to select an object, then press the stop full stop button on like the numpad area so that it only moves around that object instead of like the whole scene, which was creating quite a lot of trouble. Just scaling it on x-axis a little. I'll save it, and then I'll be adding like uh, I want to add like muffler or something like that. So let's add circle first, scale it down, GZ it, edit mode, extrude it on Z axis. Let's go to solid viewport so that we can work faster. Press L, scale it, move it ahead somewhat like this. Let's V. V is the shortcut to like separate the edges, and now we can like start extruding things. This is too much. Let's do some manual work again, and I'll move this down a little. Oh, okay. Let me do just one thing. It might take a bit time, but to adjust things, but it should work. Or wait, like instead of this, I'll add a curve circle, edit mode, scale it down, GZ, X, vertices. Okay, can I beat? No. So this will not work. Shift A, another like curve line path. Okay, edit mode, scale it down, GZ, GY, GZ. This is the muffler basically that I'm trying to design. Select these two, GY, extrude it on Y again, scale it down, scale it down, GZ, move this up, come to top view, extrude it, extrude it, extrude it, and GZ, GZ, GZ. All I want to do now is that I want it to E extrude up, GY, E extrude up, GY, extrude Y, GZ, extrude Z. I need to move that on X to make it smoother. Extrude Z, GY. It might be looking really bad, but we'll fix it. No worries. 5 would do. Scale it. 2D. Okay. How do I have to like front gap stretch? No. I am not, getting. I remember there was a way to like have a path all around, which somehow. Okay, extrude, yes. And can I go? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Uh, I'll use this, or first of all, let me just move this up and move this down a little. We might have to. Hmm, this looks absolutely wrong. Okay, GZ, yes, GZ, yes. Okay, I'll convert this, move it like outside, yes. Okay, cool. Let's save it. I'll duplicate this because I think I might have to work on it again. Definitely work on it again. Let's just convert it to mesh for now and check how things work. I'll add collision to this object first, then cloth. Okay, I'll go to timeline, go to 0, and first of all play it. It just doesn't stop at all. We'll increase the quality steps to 10 at least for now. We'll use internal collision. We need collisions basically. uh, Collisions, self collision. It just simply doesn't work. It's turn off self collision. Okay, this will be tough. I did this like few years back. It happened like way quicker than what's happening right now. Maybe I need to like add I might have to. work on this a little. I've turned on proportional editing. I'll be assigning some words to just stay at their positions, basically. GZ. This, and let's add it to a vertex group. Assign, come back out, and now let's add this to pin group. Let's play it. And I'll add collision to this as well. Somehow it's not like working as I thought it would. So let's go back. Let's add a subdivision surface modifier. I'll add it above the cloth. Let's try adding self collision now. What the fuck? I've always had problems with this cloth simulations and like other things. Let's reduce the friction. Okay. I don't know why it is going up for no reason at all. Let's try a higher value. What is happening? Like self collision is just way off. It's making things go up in like a different direction totally. Like quality steps improved. What else can we do? Self collision works so bad. Like I think it is because of the subdivision surface. Let's apply it first and then try. Uh, let's try this. No, self collision isn't working at all. It just makes it worse. The worst muffler ever I have created. Uh, how can I fix it? Hmm, it's not even like contacting this at all. At least now it's closer to the body, but again, uh, there are some issues that we need to like work upon. I'll just delete this for now, useless completely. Like I am going to apply modifier on this one subdivision surface, and we'll select these edges, duplicate it, P selection, A, G, Z. Let me check the face orientation, it's completely wrong. A, all 10, flip, yes. Control B, G, Z, G, Y. Let me just try adding a cloth modifier. Collision. Okay, still the distance is just too much. How can I reduce the distance? Because like there are no other thicker thickness outer. Okay, 0.001. Yes, much better. Like I can increase it by like 0.02. Cool. At least one thing got solved. Go back to 0. Select all these four corners basically. Control B. Yes. We'll select these two. Control B. Control B. Control R. Control R. Let's fake something. If extrude, 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 extrude. Let's add few loops over here, few here, and few over here. And let's just use this one. Extrude. Okay, come to side view. GX, 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 Control R, Control R, Control R. W, Control B, yes, Control B. Adding few more loops basically. Let's try it now. Yes, looks much better, but like still we might have to do little bit of more work on this. Let's go back to 0. Add a subdivision modifier. Label viewport to apply it. we need to scale it down and play yes. Oh, save it. I'll select the okay. I'll select these and add it to a vertex group. Assign. Go to cloth and pen and group. Add it. Let's okay. Much better. Let's go to 0 again. Let's move these like closer to the body. Sorry. Save it. Play. Shade auto smooth. Yes. Now what I have to do is like first of all we need to UV unwrap it, and I might have to do a little bit of sculpting to like make things look cleaner, I guess, than what they are at the moment. Okay, too much of it. I guess 3 hours are about um, to be up. Uh, let's just add edge loops. Okay, wrong one, I guess, or it was the correct one. Was the correct one. Uh, I'll go back, select few edges more. Select these two edges as well. Mark seam, A, U, unwrap, done, 0, play. We can just simply now apply the cloth modifier, come to sculpt mode, and first of all we'll go to edit mode, go to face select mode, press L on this one and just hide it, and now go to sculpt mode, bring it out with grab tool. Just smoothing things out where I feel there is a need. Not bad, not so good. Somehow we'll like keep it as is now. Like I am not gonna waste time because we are working on a budget, and flip it quickly. Alt and flip and save it. Go to the normal tree, turn it on. A alt and flip. One thing done. Let's just turn this off. Wait, turn this on, turn this off. Save it. Mm, Snowman GX. I need to just like Control J and add a thickness to this. I'll reduce the resolution to like 6 maybe, or 4 would do even. Let's go with 5 instead. Go to edit mode, Alt S, Alt S. Let's go to over here, Alt S, scale it, scale them down, scale this one up, somewhat like this. Save it. We can add few buttons over here as well. Where are my buttons? Oh, GX. And I'll just duplicate it and remove the modifier from this one. GX, GY. Come to side view, edit mode. Sorry, or transparent view. I can't even see what's happening. GZ, GY. Turn off proportional editing for sure. GY. And go to edit mode, select this one and alt and flip, save it, and go to edit mode, come to side view, duplicate it again, rotate it, move it back, duplicate it again, place it over here. That's good. Should we add a belt or something? Let me just check. Snowman, snowman images. The muffler looks seriously bad. I need to work on it. What has happened? Why it is not selected? Okay. Mm, I want to select these. With Control Shift S, we can select this edge loop like this. Okay. And I'll move it up, scale it to something like this. G5. Yes. And Control R. I'll add a loop over here. U, unwrap UVs. Let's check what the UVs look like. Okay, uh, let's go to face selection mode, press N, then UV quadrify, yes, cool, no issues with it. Let's go to shader editor. Okay, so I need to remove this. uh, the ribbon material is what I need basically. Let me check what's okay. 003 003. Let's check how it looks. Okay, I can just simply copy of that material. Basically I have clicked on it, so it's like a duplicate copy of the material we created earlier. And for this I'll use the same color as wood, which is 002, new 002. Save it. Christmas tree looks nice. Oh, turn off the face orientation. Yes. Let's press F12 and check what we have created so far. Okay, nice. Is the tree in air or what? No, it's the shadow. We might have to work some more, like add a hat maybe to this, and we have to add few stones, or like uh, few ice stones basically. We can add some fog as well, definitely, in the backgrounds. We can add a little bit of clouds at distance to make some like variations or whatever you want to call it. Yes, we can add a hut or something like that over here, or either here. Okay, so you can't see the render basically. I was seeing it on the another screen. So we can add like a hut maybe at the in the background over here, and maybe one over here. We can add few like fog kind of uh, planes, like in some distances, so it gives like what you call depth to the environment. And we'll add a hat, definitely. We'll add few clouds maybe, which will bring a little more uh, depth to the scene, and like something some things are definitely missing which we can bring out, and like few small rocks coming out of snow maybe at some places. We can even add a little bit of trees over here. Like this is like kind of totally empty area. We can add 2 3 4 trees over here as well. So let's go here, waypaint, and like done. Cool. One thing is done. Save it. Give me like at least 30 40 minutes now, because This one is like too much to digest. I'll just save this image as reference. uh, or renders zero compression rev underscore one, save as image, and thank you. I'll see you in like an hour or two maybe. Then we'll start working like on more details and like add few more characters maybe to the scene to make things even more amazing, I guess. Okay, give me like half an hour.